stream. Get out of some of these things. We're gonna get a couple wins in a row and get you into plat 2, and that'll put some pep in your step.
It will.
All these new changes in this patch gonna make Rakan OP. What's up, Iwa?
Like that.
Now the secret is they didn't really change anything. Rakan's always OP. Akshan support. That's not happening. What's up, Faded? I saw some video about people like double proxying waves off of spinning Akshan, like on the little ridge between towers in someone's base. Triple proxy Singe. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. Some people think it's OP, but it's like, it's very similar to proxy Singe, but it's way easier to run down and just kill him. I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll end up being a thing, but I think it's just a clickbait thing more than anything else. Oops. Sorry if you got an ad. I didn't mean to click that. Wukong buff certainly makes Rakan OP. Yeah. I mean, Wukong is good into Rakan. I'm not going to be super sad. I haven't been super sad that Wukong's been out of the meta. He's obnoxious. You warming up that Fire Mage for Dragonflight or what, Faded? I don't know much about DPS and like which DPS are strong. What I read, I mean Rogue is kind of always good. I didn't realize they changed combat to Outlaw Rogue. Nice, still hitting up that classic. You getting some knacks in there? Little Archivon. You were, yeah, you were mage, right? I mean, I guess you had like 470s when it came out. Gotcha.
Let's dance.
Well, there's the Akshan. Yeah, it's probably hard just to level up and start gearing up a single spec. That is still something I like about FF14 is like the gear that you get if you play another class or job as they call it that's like the same type, like you want to switch from one healer to another, the gear is very similar, and if you already have gear from, you know, gearing up one class, then you've already got the gear. If you just want to switch the other one, you still have to, you know, level it up doing dungeons and stuff like that, but at least your gear kind of carries over. Yeah, we'll keep the double AP, I guess. Healing does, I think healing does look pretty fun. I haven't done retail in a while, so that'll be interesting. But Monk does look pretty pimp. Druid's also It's always kind of like Druid, but both of them seem like they do a very similar thing. So I'll have to figure out which one is possibly going to be stronger. Like, they're both basically hot healers. Why does he have cleanse? I guess just for ignite? Please don't invade. Please don't invade. Yeah. No, they don't really have a lot of that in... Wow, I mean, I guess Rakan would be kind of closest thing, but... Yeah, maybe Viego's done. Well, at least push the wave, man. Yeah, I guess some priority here. I mean, they basically know that we started top now, if they're paying attention. We didn't ward red. So yeah, watch your south side. And we need to watch too. Yeah, great. Because I was thinking of going over there, but it's so far away from me. Oh, nice. Okay. Oof. Okay, so I've got to get Grievous early. I just hate it when they have, like, just one Enchanter on their team. Nothing else really heals. Feels bad, but... Well... I don't know why Fellows is going that hard.
We kill her?
Yeah. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Okay. Fuck, she's gonna kill him, I think. Damn it. I was gonna try to give it to you. I knew she was gonna fucking get him. That's just so stupid how he dies to that. That's literally the only way she gets any value. Yeah, you just shouldn't have gotten close enough, man. I mean, we got a kill and an assist. And she's falling behind on farm. Of course, Aphelios is too. I don't know. It is what it is. Not worth. I mean, we did get double buffs, but... Fuck, seriously? Damn it, I'm just dead, aren't I? Okay, well... still not worth, but... Son of a bitch. not gonna talk with him. I'm like, dude, we literally just died because we did that. You understand that, right? Like, Lilia wrapped around and killed us because you're overextended. And you're doubling down on it. You're like, hey, man, we should have gone further, man. Why didn't you go up even further with me? It's like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? It was obviously a huge mistake. She's gonna die. Run! Stop autoing and run. It's like turning around autoing this Yumi that's running at him when he's got like 1% health. This guy's really bad. I hope Jason gets fed. Or Akshan. Somebody, because we're gonna need it. The dude doesn't understand this matchup at all. Like, they have a heal. You do not want to take trades. I guess he didn't have his jump. I mean, he just used it, obviously, right in front of me. Yeah, I got the Yumi off of the thing. Dude, back up. I'm too low, man. Fuck. Yeah. We're all fucking dead. I barely got out, but the dude just is like basically walking into their tower when I'm at 10% HP and Viego's at like 25%. Okay, she...
See you, nerd.
Got him. He baited Viego into staying. Viego was trying to leave.
When Zaya and I were abandoned on a desolate planet, I realized something. I don't like being alone. Oh, and spiky space squids are the worst.
It's been a long week. Well, good. Hopefully you get to unwind a little bit. Decided to play 5 games of ranked for the first time in 5 seasons. Interesting. I'm sure they were lovely experiences.
They're always lovely.
I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's competitive. But yeah, if you're not used to it, it's going to be a rude awakening. League is not a very forgiving game if you take breaks. Because the meta changes so fast. Like, it's really easy just to... Fucking dead again. Run! Jesus Christ. Like, he's turning around trying to re-engage. He was out. At least 2 of these deaths, he's been out, and he tries to turn and fight. It's like, buddy, press tab. Look at that number next to you that says 5. There says 6. That's a big difference in League of Legends. I guess he's just gonna go middle now. I mean, I have him muted in chat, but classic example of someone who just like, maybe he's okay like when he's ahead and he just can go constant aggression and win every trade. Maybe he knows how to play like that, and that's why he's in Platinum. But he certainly has no clue what to do when he's behind. He just like mindlessly, you know, fights. Like this is not a MOBA. Like this is, you know, I don't know, StarCraft or something where the units always have the same value. Had a patient call me today and talk in circles asking about these chocolate bars. Oh, almost felt like a prank call. Okay. Well, at least he's still trying, I guess. He's not AFK yet, so that's good. I'll give him that.
Let's water out Dragon.
Yeah.
I'll help you. I'll help you.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Well, I'm gonna say there's no way we can actually fight it, though. This Caitlyn's, like... Fortunately, she doesn't have a lot of kills. She's only got 2, and she's going lethality, so she's not gonna scale as well. But we're still really far behind.
Yeah, help him. Oh, I missed my ult.
Please, Aphelios. Please, Aphelios. Okay. God damn it. Overextended. He had his ult! Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. I should have left. This is definitely gonna be a test. I've already failed it twice. We've had to not get baited. 101. No, he was stunned, but the reason that even took so long is because he didn't throw his ult. Right? Like, he had a clear shot at his ult in this bush. Maybe he didn't have mana, but... Or he didn't switch, like, to his offhand gun, because he didn't fire his offhand either. It felt like there should have been more damage there, and he had to blow his flash to do that last auto, and I'm pretty sure he could have either ulted or like switched gun and got an offhand shot after he landed his Q. Something. I mean, maybe there's nothing he could have done, but it seemed like something was a little suboptimal right there. He was late to the rotation, very late. And then I kind of overcommitted with him to make sure we got that kill. But, I mean, for how, like, catastrophic this is, bot lane, you know, everyone else is kind of in it. Unfortunately, our gold is kind of spread around. Usually, you'd want that concentrated on one person, but... They're gonna... Yeah, he's dead. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna have to just take this, I think. Before Lilia gets it. Unless you want it?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, I'm here.
I got my E in 5 seconds.
Okay. Lilia's behind us. We'll be quick.
It's alright, it's alright.
Yeah.
My bad. I fucked that up. That's my bad. I messed up. Oof. I think I came back. I got TP.
Okay.
No way I died, right?
I can't believe that is exactly where you land on that.
What?
Caitlin's pretty good. Yeah. I didn't even see her place that goofy ass trap on that.
That is my bad. Holy crap. Dude.
I know, man. This Caitlin's fucking us up now. That lethality. Double lethality just melting these towers. Dude, please, man. Like, holy fuck. It's so obvious they're gonna rotate and kill you and get dragon. Like, this guy's so fucking bad. If he gets out of there, it's a fucking miracle. Nope. Look at that. Huh, that's weird. Yeah, I mean, seriously, what Mal said, that's not advanced. That's a fucking, like, bronze play. Push middle, get a tower, look at the side lanes. Oh, somebody's pushed up really fucking far. Let's go get them. They also happen to be standing right next to the next major objective. Okay. It's about as basic as it gets. Fuck, I might be dead here too. I gotta fucking run. No, but you see, I got the hell out of there because I knew where they were going. Because I'm looking at the mini-map.
Oh.
And there's, I mean, it's not like there's even a cross-map play or anything available, right? It's not like we can pressure Baron if they do that to him. Like, we had no pressure anywhere else on the map. I mean, that's a little more advanced to understand. Just the basic, they're going to come for me. They're walking over wards towards me right now. My support's pinging it. Am I going to back? Nah. It's kind of absurd. But we're still down just one kill. I mean, we're down towers. But Diego's getting pretty fed. T Swift's new album. I have not kept up. Check it out. I like some of her earlier work, but I haven't really watched a lot of it, especially since the controversy. I haven't kept up. I didn't even know that Kanye went by Ye or something now, or Yee or whatever the hell. I saw some story where, like, the Anti-Defamation League is, like, trying to pressure Adidas to disown him. But he's, like, 10% or more of their sales with, like, his shoe brand.
Damn it.
Don't walk back into it. Holy fuck. I don't know. I didn't, apparently he was saying some, like, anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic stuff. Okay. At least he's going to execute, I think. And they are on the other side of the map from Baron. So, no, she ulted him. I mean, that's not as bad, I guess, because they still got, what, one or two kills and a tower. And they can't get an objective off of it. So, like, that's not nearly as dumb as the other one. might be around there. Caitlyn's coming. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the Jewish thing either. I don't keep up with stuff, but apparently it was pretty bad. This is just like in the last few days. I don't know. I mean, sometimes some of those places are like hypersensitive about things. But, I mean, they made it sound like it was pretty explicit. But it could just be sensational, too. It could just be he said a couple of people. I know he said people from Adidas should be fired, and maybe they just happen to be Jewish or something, you know? I don't know. No way. Okay. Please. I was about to say, I'm going to feel real bad if she doesn't die, because I was trying to hand her off. I ignited, but I stopped autoing. Okay, that was huge. We really needed that. We really need this dragon to stop them from threatening Soul. I don't know if we're gonna have the tempo for it. Oh, never mind, he's gone. Why? Did he get pressured from... We're gonna lose drag. Nah, give. It is a fine line. Yeah, it depends on the nature of the critique. Judaism is one of those weird things where... Okay, do I have to get anti-healing? I mean, Nar kind of has some. I guess. Where the race is so closely tied to the religion. I don't think there's any other religion mainstream that's like that. Because Jewish people don't actively proselytize. It's one of the only major religions where they don't, right? They don't actively try to convert people. It's like a club. You have to go through a bunch of hoops to join them, right? Versus most other major religions try to actively recruit you, you know? So that's why, like, critiquing the religion itself is often thought of as critiquing the race. But is that a fair critique? Shit. The fuck was that? What almost killed him? Did he get ulted? A Caitlyn or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, Leah's bottom. Okay, she's dead though, right? Please? Holy shit. It was a 3v4. Yumi's actually a champion, despite what people say. She was pretty instrumental in that win. And then Gnar, of course, showed up at the end. Yeah, I mean, she's a pretty big deal. Like, she probably healed Caitlyn at least twice. And that ultimate really fucked us up. The Caitlyn going invisible was actually kind of challenging for me to get her with Duskblade. As troll as that item seems. Okay. I mean, Gnar, I don't know. he did something at the end, but yeah, a lot of it was like 70% Caitlyn. We got Baron and we took it off the table and they didn't get any objectives for it, so it would have been nice if we had a bigger win, but... No! God. Okay, well, we got him. God, it's so fucking annoying when I get stunned right in the middle. I mean, I couldn't do anything. Victor had his little stun field there. And all his other bullshit going on. I would have loved to go in. Actually, I think my shield was like 2 seconds away. God, Caitlyn really doesn't like armor. Got ourselves a Zed over there or a Caitlyn? Like, what is... what's going on? I mean, it's good for burst. Ew, Akshan went for Bloodthirster. So maybe. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, a lot of that stuff is very specific. Like, if he was just saying that he hated or he wanted to get these 3 people that just happen to be Jewish, that's not the same as hating on Jews, if they just have something in common, but he doesn't make it super explicit. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Alan? Awesome to see you, man. Yeah, I remember from a long time ago. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, the viewership's probably down a little bit since from when you were last here, but still here kicking it, still enjoying it, having fun with everybody. Well, they got dragon. Yeah, it's a disaster. It's just too heavy. Wait, oh, I forgot this Collector and LDR also have crit, so she can get Infinity Edge. Huh. No, I don't know. I don't remember how we got to talking about that. We haven't been talking about it very long. I don't even know what it is. I just randomly brought it up. I'm assuming it's the... I don't know. I don't know how we got into it. I just heard something random on the news. Okay. Well, I could have triaged bottom. I could have not died twice. It was going to be really hard, obviously, any way we cut it, but I certainly didn't help by dying twice. It was pretty obvious the guy... Something's going on there. He's just tilted or doesn't play ADC, doesn't play Aphelios. But I should have picked up on it, not died. Other people are not our enemies. True.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Overall comments on meta and stuff over the years. League's looking pretty smooth, functional. Yeah, I can't remember when you were last here. Was it like 2018 or something? I think the game is in a pretty good state overall right now. There aren't that many champions that are over the line. And usually they fix them pretty quickly if there are some that are a little on the strong side. They've added, if it's been a while since you played, they changed the rune system in 2018 to where you kind of pick your own rune. I sort of like more boxes to check. Like, I kind of like the old mastery stuff. But they, you know, there are interesting choices here. Most champs still have, you know, one or two major builds, but there's a little bit of diversity there. And then with the items, I'm a little more split on that. They added mythic items, which basically you can only buy one mythic item, period, in the game. And it adds a little bit of extra stats to all the other completed items that you get that are themed around the mythic. So something might give all your other items a little more lifesteal, or a little more AD, or a little more magic AP. The heck? Is that Vayne top Malphite support? So it has worked really well for a lot of classes and champions to give them some diversity on their first item. Some have choices, but with support, there are still some choices, but I felt like it has limited support more than other roles. Because support was already really one of the most diverse, had some of the most diverse itemization paths. So, like, for instance, you can't get Shirelia's and Locket now, which was a pretty common combination from before. So, overall, it's fine. I think fighters have been a little on the strong side, so like melee damage champions that aren't necessarily tanks have been a little on the strong side, but overall it's good. This was kind of a rough season for me for a while. We were in gold for a lot of the season, which is the lowest I'd been consistently in like 7 years. But this last month, I finally got back out of gold. And we've been kind of slowly inching our way up in platinum. They did change the ranking system as well to where there's no longer any promos between divisions. So when you go from Division 4 to Division 3, you don't have to do promos anymore for that, which sounds cool. But you also only gain and lose 15 LP per instead of about 20. So you climb slower, but you don't have to play those games. You also get demoted super fast. If you lose one game at 0 LP, you're demoted. So overall, I think you have to have a higher percentage to climb. In the past, you could really climb with like 53%, and now I think it's got to be closer to like, you know, 57 to 60% to climb at a reasonable pace, right? To play like, you know, 1,000 games in a season and still be able to move up like 5 divisions. And of course, they knocked everybody down, you know, 4 or 5 divisions at the beginning, like they always do. So that's something I wasn't a huge fan of. But, I mean, I should have just played better to get out of it. And we did eventually, but it just took longer than I would have liked. But it's all good. By developing a particular style. Yeah, exactly. That's in theory what they were going for, is to give people more choices. And with things like ADCs, it has done that. ADCs are a lot better off. They are a lot smoother, I would say, in their progression. They're not as, like, insanely powerful at 3 items as they have been in the past. But I would say, like, on 1 item, they're a lot better. So they have kind of a smoother power curve. And they've got options. Like, the ADC items, they've got one that gives you, like, a very small dash on, like, a 1.5 minute cooldown. That also, like, does some extra burst damage. They've got one that gives you a shield if you get really low in health once every minute and a half. That gives you some lifesteal, so kind of a defensive one. And then they've got another one where every third attack you do extra true damage. It's almost like a little mini Vayne Silverbolt if you just want more sustained damage. So, you know, they've got kind of your sneaky option, they've got your sustained damage option, and then they've got your defensive option. So that's a place where the system has worked pretty well. Misfortune versus Rakan, they're trolling. Yeah. Yeah. Person's living in the past. I should have probably made a more aggressive play when we hit 2, but... Yeah, it's not a very good pairing with Vayne, especially because Vayne doesn't do anything early. Like, if you're gonna play Misfortune support, you want to play it with another poke champ. Or something that pushes, like a Sivir or Jhin, something like that. Because, like, Vayne's gonna, or Misfortune's gonna do some damage and annoy her, but it's not gonna, like, do that much to justify her falling off later. And Rakan's actually pretty good against poke. Moderate poke. Because you've got your shield and you've got your E, obviously. Okay. Nice. Oh, damn. Sucks you didn't get one of those assists, but at least you got... Or you didn't get both of them, but you got one of them. Shit. God. Okay, she's dead. What? Dude, he didn't hit her once? Did she get both kills? She only got 1 kill. Okay. Do you do Shirelia's here? Or, no, I need a little more safety. Okay, we get a huge-ass wave, though. She might even... I think she's even going to get the cannon. That's pretty good. We're going to be up, like, 15 CS. No, more than that. Probably 30. Vayne started cold, too. What a troll. Sorry, Alan, if you said something else. I'm trying to keep up. Can't even commit to my partner of 6 years. If you've been with somebody 6 years, that's kind of an implicit commitment, I think. I don't know. Okay, Jarvan's middle. Is he low at all? No. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been doing as many guides and things, and the viewership has kind of slowed down. It's kind of been a self-reinforcing cycle. I'm like, well, not as many views. And I'm a little bit busier. I've got 2 daughters now. I don't remember if that was a thing when you were around. I probably had 1. Like, my eldest daughter is 5, but I've got another one that's, like, 9 months. And so that just takes up a lot of time. So I still come out and stream most nights from, like, usually 11 till 2 in the morning, something like that. But I haven't been as prolific as I was in the past. Yeah. Well, I think we're still getting about 30 or something. I think it's been somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 40 for a while. Just depends. Like tonight I got a bit of a later start, so it's probably going to be lower. Fuck. We're going to be fucked here, aren't we? Oh my god. Kill this idiot, please. Okay, thank you. Can flash the wall and Ented to trade kills with a support. Hey, thanks, man. We'll just do it that way. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's because she's usually asleep. She doesn't stay up late at night. And yeah, I mean, she just doesn't do as much yet. There's some stuff to talk about, but there's not like as much. Like Rory, things happen to Rory. Rory says things, you know, does things. So it's just easier to talk about her in general at this point in the game. But yeah, right now she's still kind of just in the sleep, eat mode. She started crawling around a bit more. No way. Nice. We pushing this? Okay. I'm gonna get this one plate. It's kind of greedy, but I don't want it to go to waste. Kai'Sa's really strong right now. Oof. That is an oof. Bot's coming, but they're gonna be really late. Misfortune's like right there. Just going through middle. Damn it, Vane's kind of catching up in CS. I don't know why Kai'Sa went up there. That's a bit far. I mean, I know she couldn't really go in the lane that easily, but she could have just stayed here and caught the wave. I think that's an over-rotation. Shen, I don't know. Hopefully just internet problems and he fixes it. Well, he may have, like, actually DC'd. I didn't see what happened, but if it looked like he just randomly walked in and did something dumb, it could have just been a DC, because he did DC. Okay. Can you...
Maybe here?
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure if she's gonna flash or Use her
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
condemn. It's close. Most DCs don't walk in a straight line. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I've DC'd and just walked right into the enemy before. Well, hopefully he comes back. That's true. They may have redone it. Depends on how long you're DC'd, I think. I'm not 100% sure how that mechanic works. She's gonna jump the wall. Yeah. It's probably a little bold when it's a 4v5. I mean, I guess Malphite's not even here, but God. I know, but that really wasn't like Shin's fault. I mean, if Shin ulted into that, obviously it would have been nice. But when someone is possibly DC'd like that, you just gotta like chill for a little bit. Alright, if you can go on her, I can ult. If you... Yeah, if we can at least hang on a little bit longer, we'll probably get a few points back from the loss. A few more points. We could win with this comp. I mean, you and Kaisa... The problem is, like, Nunu just doesn't hard carry enough. It's possible, though. Kaisa and Azir are, like, turbo strong carry champs. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. This dude is doing okay. He's doing, like, better than a lot of our junglers that we see, but... Misfortune support OP confirmed. Yes, no one's excited about it. Oh, look at that. Alright, I mean, I can... Well, here they come. I mean, dude, yeah, obviously, it sucks. Yeah, dude, people have internet. Like, sometimes it doesn't act right. No. Oh, shit. That's bad. I got fucking baited. Now Nunu's getting baited. God damn it. We're just fucking hard throwing. We just need to chill and let Shin get back in the game. God. Dude, we've handed him like 7 kills in like a minute. We're just like not playing around the fact that we've got a guy that's 3 levels behind everybody. Well, may or may not be his fault, but it is what it is. Like, she's shut up, guy. He just has like no mental. It's just like, yeah, bad shit happens sometimes, man. That's it. Like, oh, okay. I don't know what he said. It must be something racist. That's something they just added this patch, I saw. Was like 0 tolerance language gets like immediately muted and then everyone gets a message about it. Fuck. That last shot. I'm just like just a little behind being able to save them. They're just too far ahead. Well, they're just taking a much tougher stance. I mean, they may not have had the technology to... I mean, there are certain words, obviously, that you could just do that for, but... I don't know. They're also... They said it higher elos. They didn't define what that is. Okay, they're kind of throwing here. They are going a lot harder on punishing people that are flagged for inting. No, yeah, Mal's right. Yeah, free speech does not apply to private institutions to some extent. Unless it's like a hate crime or something. Like, those are limits. Like, there are some limits on private institutions, but by and large, you know, the rule that has some exceptions is that, you know, private companies can do what they want with their money. So, like, you know, a company doesn't even need a reason to, you know, kick you off of its service if it doesn't want to. It'll say that in the terms and services. That you're not entitled to anything, even if you spent, like, $10,000 in skins. Right? They can just ban your account for any reason. Yeah, I mean, people get confused because stuff like Google is powerful, but it's not government, right? And YouTube is powerful, but it's not government, so they can do what they want. Like, they can't trample on the right of free speech by deplatforming you because you don't have that right. Like, you have a, you know, the government can't come and, you know, make you disappear for no reason, basically. In theory, like, that's what right of free speech is. You can't come out and say, you know, Biden sucks, and then all of a sudden the FBI just rolls up in a white van and takes you to Guantanamo. Right? Like, what happens in China. But yeah, I mean, so you have a right to say that, but businesses also have a right to refuse you service for a wide variety of things. So it's like, you have a right to say things. So you have kind of freedom of speech, but not freedom from consequence. That's what I've heard it called a lot. Now, you can say stuff, you can think stuff, but other people can also react. And they can choose, you know, especially businesses, they can choose whether or not they want to do business with you. Oh my god, I'm just deleted. Yeah. They got a pretty good rundown comp, and they're so fed. Yeah, that's right, Alan. I mean, you don't even have to have, like, any major reason. They can just say, you know, with businesses, they can just say, hey, we've got to cut employees, man. We got to downsize. We're going to fire or lay off or whatever they want to call it, 25% of our workforce. You don't even have to do anything. They can just say, sorry, you're not employed here anymore. A lot of times. Now, if you're like part of a union thing or, you know, there are certain things where that becomes trickier. But by and large, you know, companies get to choose who they do business with or not. Now, you can't come out and say something like, hey, you know, you can't work here because you're a woman or something like that, right? Or you can't work here because you're, you know, whatever, Middle Eastern or have purple skin or... Yeah, Jason, if you heard him talking a little bit, he's obviously sick and feeling under the weather. I mean, it's not his fault. Like, I think he played fine. You know, that one with the shin was obviously having computer issues, and the first one, you know, if anyone fucked up between Jason and I, it was me. Right, I should not have died twice bottom. But yeah, this is another thing they added, Alan, that's pretty cool, is loss mitigated. So if someone gets detected as AFK in your game, you get some of that LP back, so you lose less, which I think is really nice. And it's like, the closer the game was, like the longer you can hang on in the game, and the closer you can keep it, I think gold-wise, I don't know exactly how they calculate it, but they give you some of it back. So the fact that we were a little bit ahead when he DC'd, and we kept it sort of close for a while he was DC'd and when he came back, then they gave us 8 LP back, so we only lost 7 instead of 15. So I think that's a really feels good to try to keep you try to stay in the game. I mean, I have made comebacks before where we had AFK people and then they come back. So yeah, I like it. I think it's good. I don't think it inflates it too much. I think it's a nice, feels good measure. They also let you potentially surrender at 10 minutes if you have an AFK, which I don't use that feature a lot, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, muting whatever he said, system muted. Yeah, I mean, companies can do whatever they want. Again, as long as they aren't discriminating, right? Against, like, a protected class, especially, then they can make the decisions, right? And if they just aren't explicit about it, a lot of companies, like, low-key will do stuff like that for whatever reason. And it doesn't even have to be race. It could be any number of different factors. But yeah, companies just, you know, they can still not hire people for a variety of reasons, and just not be very clear or explicit about it. Yeah, exactly. I think, well, I think a lot of it is just kind of a feels good. Like, it just, obviously it sucks when someone leaves your game or when they're DC'd. That's not a fun experience. That's one of the worst experiences, you know, in League, especially when you're ahead or you have a really good chance to win and then someone leaves or DCs. That's just horrible. So they're trying to help out a little bit by saying, look, we'll throw you a little bit of LP. And is it going to make LP stuff go up a little bit over time? Sure. But, again, you're only gaining 15 now instead of 20. So you're going up slower anyways. So that kind of balances it out, I guess. And they are getting, they are cracking down on feeding and levers and stuff like that a lot more. I'm really surprised they gave this to Vayne, the MVP. Because we just murdered her in lane. It was okay, but I mean, really, the big carry was probably either Jarvan or Ahri. But maybe they're giving it to Vayne for keeping her head in the game and not freaking out when she got behind. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing, too, kind of, Alan, is the guy's like, well, that's not my fault. It's like, it could be. I don't know if it is, but, like, if you know your internet's shaky, you should not be playing ranked. You know, even if you're not 100% like, I'm gonna DC this game, you know, if you're getting lag spikes and you log in and you, like, click to play ranked, you know, you're a part of the problem, right? So, yeah, I think especially for ranked, it should be a little harsher. I mean, I've done it too. I don't think it should be instant ban, right? Like, it's happened to me. It's happened to everybody. But I think that if it's happening more than, like, twice a month, you know, yeah. I think there should be a little bit of a, you know, leeway on it. But okay, well, unfortunately, I got to get out of here, too. I've got to take my daughters into school tomorrow. So, sorry, I know this was a relatively short one. I ended up staying up really late last night working on some essays. Yeah, exactly. I think there should be a certain amount, right? Maybe you get 3 DCs a month without getting, you know, a temporary ban or something. And, you know, maybe that refills every month, something like that. Hey, thanks, I appreciate it. But I should be able to do a few more games tomorrow. Hopefully Jason will be feeling better. But I'll try to be back on around 11 o'clock or so tomorrow. So, awesome. Thank you so much, especially to our special guest, Alan. And thank you so much for the donation. That helps a lot. Get some more diapers. Get some more baby food with that. So, that's great. But I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you around every so often. Hope you're doing really well out there. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. And Mal and Iwa and everybody else that came out. Thank y'all. And I'll see you next time.